Hi, everybody. Can you hear me in the back? All right, good. All right, let me just put all this down. All right. Y'all having fun at Rare Evo? You know, the second day is always interesting because everybody's like, let's go to the parties. And then they stay up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they come and they just kind of watch them shuffle in a little bit. And they're like, yeah, Rare Evo's great. It's so much fun. So at the I/O booth, there's a lot of things there. We have dish brain computers, we have stem cells, we have the glacier drop right there with Magic Midnight, Lace. We have the vending machine, which some of you have already gotten some really cool things. I don't know if anybody's gotten the purses yet. But then also my brother and I, we have a company called Hosk and a little bit about the Hoskinson legacy. So when my brother was a teenager, worked at Walmart, but he also, as a part-time gig, had a company called Nintendo Repair Hut. And so he would actually fix Super Nintendos, Segas, NESs, and he'd actually make the parts too. So you get injection molds and all this other stuff. Then he went to medical school and became a doctor, but he never lost that love of classic gaming and retro gaming. And so we always wanted to start something, and my brother's actually done something quite remarkable. He created this. So this is the first Nintendo to ever be manufactured in the United States, like original Nintendo. So we actually got the injection molds in the US, built the whole thing, found a PCB manufacturer. So this actually runs old school Nintendo games. You can take stuff from the 80s and plug them in. And we also started buying the intellectual property of games we played when we were a kid. So one of them was Crystal Mines. And then we created a sequel called Crystal Mines Supernova. So we actually created a video game. So when you guys complain about the DevX of Cardano, do understand that there are platforms that are hard to develop for. And of course, you can't have a retro company without a magazine. So we also have our own magazine called Retronomicon Quarterly. So if you do go to the booth, these are for sale. Some are gifts. You can get a free copy of the magazine. The point is that cryptocurrency doesn't have to just be DeFi. And cryptocurrency doesn't have to just be degenerate meme coins and NFTs and these types of things. It can be so much more. This is a small business. It can grow, but it's probably not going to be the next Microsoft. So every time I look at something, whether we're at World of Concrete and we're learning how to pour concrete better, or we're talking about a great venture like this, Hosk, I'm saying, well, what's the cryptocurrency component of these types of things? Well, if we're making video games, it would be nice to distribute them online. If we're distributing them online, are there better distribution mechanisms? If you look at Stuff.io and the magic of their company, it is a better distribution mechanism because when you buy a physical copy, and my generation and before, this was just accepted as a fact, you own it, you have it. And guess what? I can give it to you. There you go, it's yours. And I can give it to somebody over here, catch. All right, it's yours. You have it. Share it with your friends and family. Have fun with it. It's yours. When you buy a digital copy, how do I throw that? How do I take a book in your Kindle and give it to you? Can I do that? No. Can you sell it? No. You can't. He's going to put it on eBay. He's going to make some money. That's the problem. But when you put blockchain and digital together, you can create scarcity and you can resell. Create a secondary market for digital goods. It's a very simple concept, it's so powerful. And then when you look at things like Midnight that are coming, this idea of selective disclosure and computational privacy, well, if I have a royalty system built into my intellectual property, what happens if I put that royalty system on Ethereum or another blockchain? Everybody in the entire world knows what my royalty fees are. Do I want people to know that? God, no, because I want to negotiate custom deals. If you're a bad negotiator, you pay double. I'm a creative. I want that freedom. If I put it on Midnight, no one gets to see it. The royalties are private. Simple stuff that make these things better. They bring us together, they create liquidity, they allow us to do new things that we couldn't do before. They allow us to take things that we used to be able to do and bring them into the future and let us do those things again. And they let us dream big dreams. And that's what this conference is really all about. There's a lot of amazing booths here. There's accelerators like Draper. There are many different ecosystems here. There's Bitcoin DeFi plays like Sundial. There's World Mobile over there. There's Apex Fusion over there. But everybody's unified in their desire and goal to show us the art of the possible, to show us where the future can go and how we can get there together. There's a lot that Input-Output is doing these days. We said we were a venture studio. We didn't just say it, we meant it, which is why we have so many great ventures we're showing you. And the booth itself is kind of a beta test. We wanted to put the whole package together and see how the whole thing looked prior to going to Token 2049. But I think it really showcased the magic and innovation of who we are as a company. We do everything from putting human brains in a computer to develop four-dimensional geometries to have a building game, to think about the future of privacy, all under one family and one hood. It's an amazing company, and it's a great honor to be able to share all those people with you. We brought 140 of our people here, and we've had some phenomenal technologies we've been able to showcase, and we're going to keep iterating and refining it, but they're all directional in that they're making crypto mainstream. The goal is not building technology for technology's sake. The goal is to build technology to make your life better, to give you your privacy back, to give you your human rights back.